What's going on, guys? Trader Bryce here. Back on my YouTube channel. Let's go. Pretty late at night. Well, it's actually not that late. It's Friday night though. No plans on this Friday. I'm just trying to take it easy. After having a pretty baller month. Just crossed 800K today. Total profits. Man, it's been a journey, let me tell you that much. But this is the July recap video. I know I've been lacking on my YouTube channel a little bit lately. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't posted anything in 2 weeks. Apologies. Just been busy. I was back home basically right after this video, I think. And I've got a lot of traveling planned in August as well, but I'll be making videos when I can. For those of you in small cap rockets, I will be there every day still. No need to worry, but trying to enjoy my life a little bit. I've been I won't even say slowly, but quickly coming to the realization that, I don't know. I feel like I'm in this really weird spot where, I live in Austin, Texas, for those of you that don't know. And, man, I won't lie, like, I feel poor here. And I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. You know what I mean? I shouldn't feel poor, but there's so many other places, a lot of other stuff that brings me happiness that I kind of need to start. Life isn't just about money. Not to get too deep here. But life isn't just about money. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more to it. And I'm very fortunate that I'm in a spot where I do have a lot of money, and I want to start using that to make me happy. Let me know down in the comments below too. I'd love to really kind of get to a spot, I guess, where I'm doing more than just trading videos on here. You know what I mean? Kind of show you guys just like how I want to live life. And yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into July 2021. I'm locked in $183,000 this month. Posted that up on Twitter. That $183,000. Really just absolutely wild. And like I said, for those of you guys in small cap rockets, you know my trade plans on every trade. But I think even more importantly, like I really think that I've been helping a lot of people kind of see a different side to the long side. You know what I mean? See a little bit more than maybe what I trade a very unique strategy, a very unique style. And I'm not saying I didn't reinvent the wheel or anything. I didn't invent this strategy. It's really just taking advantage of supply and demand in a way that favors your risk reward a bit more. And actually what's really interesting about this month is my win percentage really, really dropped compared to, let's go back to June really quick. In June I was pushing close to 60%. I'm normally above 60% or above 50%. And this month I wasn't, which was very odd to me. And to be completely fair, first 2 weeks was very on par for that. It was very, very, very normal. I traded a lot better. The market was a bit hotter. And then this week basically started my really, really rough, I don't know. I had basically one good day. But and the last 2 weeks of the month were really difficult. They were smaller than the first 2 weeks. Win percentage really suffered. But nailed some really great trades nonetheless. Let's get into the entire month though. So $183,000. Largest gain was actually today, this Friday, today the 30th. $33,000. New biggest trade of all time came this month. New biggest loss of all time also came this month. I sized up a bit, as you can see from, let's go back to June really quick again. I forgot. I think my average was about $500. Yeah. I did size up this month. This month was very on track to what I was risking back in February, which was my biggest month of all time. July is now my second biggest month. Wow. Holy smokes. Okay, no, I guess I was just much more of a baller. I had a higher win percentage, close to 60%. But wow, okay, so I think that now puts me July 2021 is my biggest risk month ever. And it paid off. It did. I felt consistent. I felt like I had earned the ability to size up, and it paid off. In August, I will absolutely be slowing down a little bit unless COVID picks up, which I think could bring back some volatility. Let's dig into all this, though. I'm sorry I'm wasting all your guys' time. Largest gain was AHPI. A multi-day swing started in on the 28th, right before market close, and down in the 580s. You know what? No, I actually started in with some in like the $6 area a few days before. It's not showing on here. Not much size though. And just kept adding on these dips on this daily chart. A very clear base formed at 525, past previous COVID runner, and yeah, I mean, it was, to me, the Delta variant getting pretty bad. This was all outlined in small cap rockets, by the way. The Delta variant is causing a lot of fear again. Regardless of what you want to think about COVID, what you want to say, what you think about our current political leadership, COVID is in the news right now, and it's creating volatility. And with this being a former runner, actually, let's pull up stocks to trade real quick. Give me a second while I log in here. I'll go on a full-on daily chart because I think it is worthy of being shown. Everything I was thinking about during this trade, and I'm not really. Maybe I'll make a whole other more in-depth trade recap on this. But I want to give you like an insight kind of to my thought process throughout. Sorry, stock trade's loading up on the other screen right now. Let me bring it over here. Let's just do the chart. AHPI. Let's do that. Maybe? Yep, there we go. Okay, AHPI. So, let's go down to like, I've got way too many tabs open on my other screen over here. I've got so much going on. I'm recording. I'm on a laptop right now. So yeah, this actually does require a lot of processing power, and I'm on a laptop right now. All right. Well, for now, I will just go back. Oh man, my whole computer is just shit in the bed. Okay, anyways, this ran from basically $1 to $45 during the main COVID run. And once we had this reperk from 4 up to 1150, that sparked my interest. That piqued my interest, no doubt. And then we just kept consolidating. We held this 525 base on 2 days straight. So that's when I started in here, added on these dips. I got a total of 10,000 shares from a 630 average, I think, 620 or 630. Don't remember the exact average. Started piecing out high sevens, but like with 500 shares, 500. I got down to 6,000 shares after these sells, added back another 2,000 on this trend change here, got 1,000 off here, and then all out into this push for a total of $33,780. And that basically actually made up my entire week this week. I ended this week up about $36,000, so most of that was from AHPI. Oh man, it's just crazy. It's really, life is crazy. Trading's crazy. And today was a pretty slow day, honestly. So, I'm really happy that I was able to capitalize on the one today. Let's dig into the biggest loser, MDGS. I sized up really big on this. Took a $12,000 loss. I had 50,000 shares from, I don't remember my average. Probably, if I remember correctly, after all this, I think it was 219. No, it must have been 220. Added on the dip here. Sold, added, tried going again, quick to cut, added back another 25,000 shares. Big loss, but you know what? This daily chart is a daily chart that works. It is, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was going for a massive trade. I wanted like $50,000 plus. You know what? I accepted a $10,000 loss. I knew I would. I forgot about this loss in here too. I think I had 30,000 shares on this bit. You know what? It's part of the game. It's part of sizing up. I went for a home run, and I'm actually not upset with it. This, to me, was a home run daily chart. So, that being said, biggest win, biggest losses. Let's dig into a little bit more. Unsurprisingly, my biggest ticker of the month is AHPI. Biggest loser is MDGS. MDGS also offered some pretty baller trades. Let's see. MDGS was my biggest trade of all time. Peak upside, I was actually over $32,000. This entire trade plan was outlined in my YouTube video, preparing for a $20,000 trade on MDGS. I went long with 2,500 shares at $47.90. And sold, re-added, got up to a total of 5,000 shares. I was up $30,000 realized even after this sell. But I then did lose a little bit of money on this attempt because I went in with another 5,000 shares, lost $7,000 there. Great trade. And then it offered some amazing singles, along the way for the potential bounces. I undercapitalized on some of them. But, that's part of the game. You're going to undercapitalize. You're not going to hit every move. I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell it to you. It's part of the game. Let's see. Anything else interesting? I know there are things. Normally, so what's really interesting is in... hold on, here we go. The first 2 weeks of this month, midday treated me pretty well. You know what I mean? Midday treated me pretty damn well. Then, as we got into the end of the month, it treated me... Oh, well. Okay. Actually, it's still treated me pretty decently. Surprisingly, 11 a.m. is my most profitable time. Anyways, well, never mind. My biggest issue... And actually, yeah, let's move over to the journal view. So I was, we're going to go reports view. Here we go. I was on a fucking tear for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days straight. I made 5 figures a day. Wild. But this is actually what I want to talk about right here, this downswing. In the moment, it kind of sucked. Let's go over here. It was green quite a bit. End of the day, red. Right? I was up to nearly $10,000, and that was on MDGS. That entire thing was MDGS. It happens. This was a really choppy day. I was down $5,000, made it back green, and then still ended red. Another frustrating day, a day of over trading. There really weren't a lot of good opportunities that day. And then this day, yeah, it sucked too. I just never found the flow. 3 straight red days, I believe, is actually a record for me this year. Let's clear this out. Yeah. Yep, that is the most red days in a row I've taken this. Even in March, which was my worst month of the year so far, that was more just a battle of I couldn't find any green days. Red days were too big. And that's, looking back on this, that's why I'm so happy about this. I kept the downswing really reasonable, really, really small relative to the wins. And, that's what matters to me, is that at the end of the day, I stuck to my process, stuck to my size, and still kept the red days small. Yeah, this sucked. This was my biggest red day. I guess we can go over this. I forgot about this. What was that from? Just a bunch of losers. Just a bunch of losers. A lot of $1,000 losses. Oh, bond. Sized up a lot on this one too. And basically took a loss every time. I liked the idea for a breakout. It didn't work. I was oversized. I think I had 15,000 shares here. No, but 7,500. Okay, that makes more sense. um, and you know what? It barely broke high a day, failed, cut it, is what it is. It was a good daily chart for me. I like the setup. Yeah, this was just one where I just kept taking loser after loser. I was at home at a different setup. It was a tough day. It's all good. Happens. And if $7,000 is my biggest red day ever, I'm doing something right. I'm not trying to like stroke myself or pat myself on the back too much, but I'm trading really well, and I'm not getting, and this isn't a cockiness thing. It's just like, I know my process. I know my rules. I know what to trade, what to size up on, what not to trade. And this month is a great reflection of that, because this, excuse me, this month is hard for longs. This was a really difficult month for a lot of long bias traders, a lot of new traders. I know a lot of people who are red this month. And if you look on Twitter, you're only going to see people who are posting green. But if you struggle this month, you're not alone. You know, you're not alone in this. This was a really difficult month. I'm fortunate that there were still some great opportunities, but they were very advanced, I would say. They were difficult, and it required a lot of focus and a lot of being in and out quick. Bigger picture ideas didn't work well. If you guys watch Small Cap Recap, you see me talking every day how the follow through just really still isn't there. And when the market heats up, this is going to be great preparation, because I'm taking size on setups that I'm comfortable with. And I know I'm going to have a great month when the market heats up. It's just going to be preserving until then, preserving the mental capital, not taking too many big losses. And it's something I'll keep working towards. And this is another good time. You know, I think we went over just about everything I'd like to go over for the recap itself. I've had a lot of really great friends in this journey that have helped me. And you know, it's crazy that like even today, my biggest day of the month, $30,000, still didn't feel like a lot, because I've got friends that are above me, that are past me, that are always pushing me to do better. And it's, you know, it's you don't want to compare yourself in trading. It's not something you want to do, but you do want to show, like, having other people show you that bigger is possible is important. It's what's allowed me to size up. You know, one of my really best trading friends, Dan Irish, talk to him every day, and he's killing it, man. Like, he is really, really crushing it. Today on one trade, at the end of the day, he locked in like 45 grand on it. And I was like, wow. That was just casual for him. And, you know, it's like people like that and people like Matt who, you know, who are they're better traders than me. They've pushed me to really try to excel myself. And, you know, I'm always a big fan of also having people who are worse than me or in the same spot as me, because it allows me to keep myself grounded, and remember those lessons that I went through in the beginning of my trading, and make sure that I don't repeat those same mistakes. And in the same process, give back to those who are in a spot who are behind me. And that's been great for, you know, we've got a very wide variety of traders in small cap rockets. I know we've got some successful short sellers who are looking to go long, looking to learn how to long. We have people who are brand new to trading, a month in. We have people who are a year in. People who are just starting to find their consistency in a very choppy month that I know are going to crush it when the market gets hot. And this isn't like a small cap rockets pitch or anything. I'm just saying, like, that's been my way of like having a whole very wide array of traders to surround myself with. And so if you're alone, find that group, you know, find a group, make some friends, go above and beyond to make friends who are better than you. I made a lot of friends when I was on when I hosted the Beyond the PDT podcast with Matt Monaco. That was my intro. That was how I learned how to communicate with traders who are better than me. If you have nothing to offer them, why are they going to talk to you? Find a way for them to need to talk to you or to want to talk to you, and it will be the best decision you make. And it's what's led to, you know, this just really insane career, I guess. You know what I mean? I mean, $800,000, man. And sure, the market's hot. Yeah, I get it. There's a lot of volatility. But honestly, this month this is a pretty normal market. This for the most part, this month has been a pretty normal market. In terms of this was not the COVID 2020 market. This is not it's better than 2019, sure, but this is relatively, you know, I've been trading now for almost 4 years. It's better than a normal summer market, I'd argue, but it's nothing above and beyond. It's nothing crazy. So I'm really happy with my progress so far and excited to just keep this journey growing. And yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in for this recap. I'll be sure to get some other videos out in the future. I'll be working on videos with some really cool travel plans, going back to New York next week, Alaska the next week, Aruba the week after that, then back in Texas for the end of the month. So yeah, excited I'll get some content up. And guys, leave a comment. Let me know if let me know how you did this month, and let me know if I'm helping you with any of these videos at all. I want to make sure I'm being helpful. That's been my goal the whole time. All right, guys, peace out. Happy Friday. Well, I think I'll be posting this on Saturday. Happy weekend. Happy end of the month. Cheers to a good August.